The next day was graduation and I was awoken early so I could once again get my hair and makeup done, and then I got into this really short curve-fitting dress and 3 heels for the ceremony. It was a shame my parents had to miss it even dressed like that, but it was really funny when the crowd went silent after hearing Michael Anderson's name called and then seeing what looked like Michelle Anderson go to the stage. After that night, Mrs. Price and I went out to dinner at a nice restaurant and had dinner where she told me that Ashley, her daughter, would be returning home from college for the summer. At that I nearly spit my food right back out. There was no way I wanted her to see me dressed like this. The girl I've had a crush on since I was like 10 was coming back and going to see me dressed as a girl. That night, due to all of the excitement and me being so anxious about Ashley coming, I actually wet the bed for the first time in about 15 years. When I woke up, I immediately changed my jammies and took the sheets off to be watched. When Mrs. Price finally came downstairs, though, she asked me why I was doing laundry, and my reply was just that I wanted the sheets clean for Ashley when she got here, and she said, "Oh, that's sweet." Then I heard her go upstairs and a few minutes later came back down and just stared at me. I wasn't sure what was going on, so I asked her what, and she said the mattress upstairs was wet. "You weren't lying to me and wet the bed last night, did you?" I said, "No, of course not. I haven't done that in over 16 years. I felt that I just dodged a bullet, and in actual I had. That night though, I felt something in Panties and I woke up to find Mrs. Price with her hand down my pants, and I yelled, "What the hell?" "Well, I knew you were lying to me last night, so I waited by your bed all night until I saw it get wet. Now get out of bed." I did as I was told, and she immediately pulled off my wet pajama pants and my panties. She put me over her knee and gave me the spanking of my life, just like she used to if I lied or misbehaved. She let me up and put a clean pair of panties on me and told me to get into her bed and go to sleep while she put these in the laundry. I did as told and was soon asleep, although I did feel her getting into the bed with me. The next day we both woke up. I went and put a pair of pajama pants on before going down for breakfast, and we had breakfast. We didn't speak of the day's events or anything, and the day continued as normal. I went and met up with some of my friends. I didn't want to lose touch with them just because we weren't seeing each other every day anymore. That night I went to get ready for bed and once again found Mrs. Price in my room, but this time she had something in her hand. I couldn't tell what it was at first, but eventually realized it was a diaper. She told me to lay on the ground. I did as told. I was used to it now and I didn't want another spanking, plus who was going to know? Oh yeah. And she took the towel around from my waist, lifted my legs up in the air and slid the diaper under my butt and brought the front up between my legs and tapped it tightly and snugly. I have to admit it did feel good to be diapered again, but also very embarrassing. She pulled the pajama bottoms up, shorts tonight, up over the diaper, and then pulled the shirt down over my head and told me to get into bed. That night once again I wet the bed, although this time it stayed dry thanks to the diaper. It stayed dry. I woke to Ashley standing there staring at me. "Hey there, cutie," I heard her say, and immediately wet myself again. Thank goodness for that diaper. She asked me, "Is my little baby girl wet?" For some reason I actually nodded, and she said, "Let's get you out of the bed then." And out of that diaper I crawled out and laid on the ground, and she pulled my shorts down, untapped the diaper, cleaned my area with a wipe and put a fresh diaper on me, then took me downstairs for breakfast where she fed me my oatmeal. It was all so embarrassing, but for some reason I just couldn't stop myself from letting her do any of it. So then Mrs. Price came down and saw her feeding me, and I just froze like I had been caught doing something naughty. Ashley just kept feeding me and said, "Now that's a good girl," and Mrs. Price came over and asked me if I wanted to stay a baby girl for the rest of the day, and again for some reason I actually said yes. I was kept in diapers and dressed by Ashley all day, fed by her, and she just became my babysitter and I was her baby. It was exactly like the days before, the only difference being I was in a diaper and not feeding myself. And basically that's how the rest of the summer went. I accepted my fate as a baby girl and they bought me some honesters on the net, but for the most part, especially if we were going out, I was just in regular girl's clothes with a diaper on. My friends asked me why I was in a diaper when they found out, and I just told them Ashley came home and for some reason I had an accident. Mrs. Price put me in a diaper and I haven't been allowed out of them since. When my parents came home, they were pretty shocked to see that their boy had become a baby girl over the 6 months, but they too accepted that, painted my room like Ashley's and got me a bed like hers and everything, and my life as a big baby girl continued.